Hey guys, it's me, Chan Dragon. Today, I will kinda give you the consideration guide, maybe something like that. Whether you should pull Shenhe, Xiao, Ganyu, or Zhongli though, because we know in this banner is pretty like crowded and competitive. Like most of the banner is like fan favorite. Player really like it, so it's pretty hard, especially for free to play and uh, low spender to catch up all of them. And especially we know in 2.5 with Yaemiko, it even make it more nightmare though. So for low spender and FTP, so this is like base what I use like for the long whole past 1 year, especially except Shenhe, that I just use like couple hours. So here's my thought about them, and hopefully this consideration can help you though. So let's get started. So yeah, let's start from Xiao. So I will elaborate what the strong point about Xiao and what you should need to highlight about Xiao. So first is I have to say Xiao deal very strong and insane amount of damage though, and it's AoE though. So my unfinished Xiao build level 80, it can deal plunging attack around 20k above, almost 30k. I believe you crown it can be 40k or something like that, which is insane. And the AoE is so big, can hit everyone, and it's just like the burst is just so insane. I just say Xiao is one of the strongest DPS in the Genshin, so if you need for a pure like strong DPS that hit hard, it will be very beneficial you both in world and in the spiral base though. But here the thing that you should highlight though, or you should think again, is first, because he's pure DPS, he cannot become like sub DPS or something like that. He's purely just DPS. It's different like than other like like Gaius that can be like a double role, but sadly Shouts only pure main DPS, so makes him less versatile. So second is also finding a main DPS is, I think, is easier because now we have a lot of option for main DPS, so he's very easy to get substitute. So let's say now we have already Yula, we have Diluc, we have Hutao, so and we even have kind of Raiden Shogun that can even become like main DPS. So we have a lot of option that we can change Shao also. Yeah, that's a little bit downside from Shao. For the other people say the energy recharge problem, I don't think energy recharge problem for Shao though, because you simply like put any stat energy recharge to Shao, or you just put a double animal like set in that, you can fix that energy charge, so there should be no problem. The only problem in Shao is because he's pure very strong DPS, but he cannot have another role, so less versatile, and we can find a lot of main DPS, so it's pretty common to find main DPS. So that's your consideration, although it's hit very hard, so I'm not kidding. If you really need a main DPS, pull for him. Let's move to the Shenhe. Unfortunately, I didn't get Shenhe, I get Jin instead, and I kinda want to save for Ganyu C1, and I kinda Yaemiko will come soon, so I want for Yaemiko C2. So yeah, I kinda want to save, but for sure in her next rerun Shenhe I will pull. And yeah, I try in my friend account and do in couple trials, so don't worry. Here's the good thing about Shenhe. First, Shenhe give a good buff to the cryo team especially, so Ganyu and Ayaka will benefit a lot from them, from Shenhe. And other than that, Shenhe can give a good buff from the plunging attack, also increase plunging attack damage, and physical damage also can give buff from that. If you ask me about the elemental skill and burst damage, it's not really that amazing, so I kinda think uh, Shenhe is only good for kind of buffing team like that though, so specialized in buffing, especially in cryo team. The highlight that I want to give for Shenhe is, I think Shenhe is very expensive character in terms of value, because I have to say Shenhe is only the thing that's very strong in Shenhe is only buffing your cryo team though. I know it buff your plunging and physical, but it's not really that worth. I think the strong point in only cryo, and that makes it's very niche character though. So she only buff for cryo very niche. And if you compare like the buffer like kind of Goro that buff to the Geo, and Sarah that buff to the Electro, I'll give you examples like C6 Sarah buff to the Raiden Shogun actually give you a significant amount of damage. But here's Shenhe, yeah, she still give you a very decent amount of cryo damage increase to the Ganyu and Ayaka. However, she's 5 star. She should kinda like buff more than the 4-star though. And she can only do that when you do touch like Shenhe C6, which is crazy damn expensive. So I think makes her like in terms of values too niche, and like kinda the buff is not really amazing. It's Z0, the damage on elemental burst and everything is kinda underwhelming. So making her less kind of in terms of value. But however, if you like her as a waifu, don't worry, just pull for her because I know like she's very attractive. The boba and asa is so amazing. So if you like her, don't worry. She's still usable. Still, especially if you have a cryo team, she still gives you a very good amount uh of your cryo buff. So don't worry, pull for her. Like was like Kokomi. I use in the 12th floor, and people say Kokomi is bad. Yeah, I still can clear with Kokomi in the 12th floor, so there's no problem at all. So just pull if you like her. So don't worry. Now move to the Zhongli. Zhongli, I would say one of my favorite character of all time. In fact, when the one first anniversary, when like there's a kind of recap, the most used is Zhongli for me because I really like him. Everything I really like Zhongli. I would say the very strong point for Zhongli is the shield is absolutely strong, the strongest among all. And like you can simply just put every team Zhongli can be relevant. And his burst is insanely good though. So I built my Zhongli as not as a shield also, but as a burst damage dealer, and the damage dealer is insanely good, and I really like it though. So he's kind of like my favorite sub DPS and shielder all the time, and that's the strong point though. I think there's no doubt Zhong is one of the, for me, must pull character in Genshin Impact because he's give you a very comfy play, very safe feel of playing, especially you are in mobile. If you're very bad at dodge, because I know sometimes like if you have a bad graphic or bad low end kind of phone, sometimes it's pretty lagging. So Zhongli can be your lifesaver. So I think that's a very good strong point in Zhongli. But the take notes, I think the consideration for Zhongli actually not that much. I think it's because he's kind of mostly shielder and kind of damage burst, something like that. His base attack, and other than that, it's not really that impressive. And other than that, burst also quite take some of the time, kind of 1-2 seconds of animation. So sometimes it can be missed. So that's the only annoying part. So yeah, very good on mobile, give you very safetiness and very strong shield. That's it for Zhongli. I really like it. Good husband though. Now, as I move to Ganyu, the lastly is Ganyu. So Ganyu, this very strong point I have to say is she's one of the strongest main DPS also, and also very versatile character. You can simply put Ganyu as a burst support also can, so she can really fun with any role though, except like maybe support healer, something like that. But main DPS, sub DPS, she can just become anything though. She's just need like charge attack, don't need any skill or energy recharge or whatever it is, like burst. She just only need charge attack, and the damage dealing is just insane though. So I don't know, I think Ganyu is one of the broken character that, again, one of the character that you should pull though. Yeah, I have nothing to say. She's just very good at dealing damage. Don't need anything special, don't have cooldown, just not like consistent like charging attack. So yeah, that's my comment about Ganyu. But the thing that you should highlight about Ganyu, although she's very versatile, you can put like in every team something like that, you have to take note she's not really not mobile friendly most probably, especially if you have low end phone like me. I try to play in phone like lagging something like that. The aiming and stuff can be painful, so it's not really that mobile friendly. And other than that, also I think maybe Ganyu need a shielder or something that can help her with the interruption, because Ganyu when doing charge shot very easily to get interruption though, so that can ruin the damage dealing in Ganyu, so you have to take notes that. But other than that, I think she's almost perfect in everything though. And she's very good waifu. So here's the recap though. Xiao, you pull if you really need a strong DPS, like pure DPS. He's dealing a very good amount of damage, very insane of damage, very fun to play also because kind of aerial plunging and AoE is very fun. Yeah, other than that, you have to take notes that Xiao is quite not versatile and like can be only used as a main DPS. So if you're left 2 or 3 main DPS, I suggest to skip unless you like like him as a husbando and like the gameplay style. And again, finding main DPS pretty easy. So if you kinda miss a very strong DPS, you can find another time kinda Yula or Hutao and move to the Shenhe. Shenhe is actually give you a very good support of for the cryo team itself, but in terms of buffing, plunging and physical damage is not really that amazing, and everything's kind of underwhelming for me. Shenhe is kind of like the weakest candidate to pull in among or four of this banner, so she's kind of the least one that I will recommend because everything feels so underwhelming and it's too expensive if you want to make the buff so strong, which is C6. So I don't really recommend for Shenhe unless you like her as a wife, because I know she's very attractive. So if you like, just pull it. And yeah, move to the Zhongli. Zhongli actually is very strong, I think stronger shielder in Genshin Impact currently, and she gives you a feeling of safetyness. So you don't really, if you bad at dodging, she can be your savior, especially in mobile phone. I highly suggest to pull Zhongli if you bad to dodging in the mobile, because I know dodging in mobile is kind of pain. It's hard, especially if you have a low end of mobile phone. It's quite hard though, you will feel the laggy thing. So Zhongli can be a savior for you, and the burst damage still gives you the same amount of damage. So only highlight the take note, the burst it's a little bit kinda long, so it might be annoying. And move to the Ganyu. Ganyu is very versatile character, both DPS and main DPS, so can be a good asset for you in the future. Very versatile, only utilize like charge attack and burst and anything you can utilize from her, and can like break the shield very easily. So she's literally very strong and I recommend to pull. So she's one of the must pull if you really need both DPS and sub DPS. So yeah, if you ask me among 4 of them which one that you will pull, I have to say personally I will choose Ganyu, because Ganyu is just too versatile. Let's say I just need like DPS, I just make her as a DPS. If I need her as a sub DPS, I just make her as a sub DPS though. So she can be anything, very good range of role, very good asset in the future though. And also she's a damage dealing is very strong, one of the broken character, and only need a simple charge attack though. But for the mobile player, I highly suggest you to just pull Zhongli instead, because as much I want to recommend you to pull Ganyu, I know the control for both character in mobile it's a little bit hard and troublesome, so it may be not optimal. So otherwise then just pull Zhongli instead, because Zhongli can give you a safetyness because the shield is just the strongest among all, can give you a comfy gameplay. And if you're bad at dodging because the control in mobile is hard, he just simply protects you from the damage incoming, and that burst damage is pretty good. So yeah, although I say Ganyu is the best among all, but for mobile player, just pull Zhong instead. So yeah, pretty much that's it though. Thank you so much everyone. I hope the best of luck with your pull, and I will see you next time. And bye bye. If you like, consider to hit subscribe button and like. I will see you next time. Take care.